Imagine lying on your deathbed, looking back at everything you chased your entire life. The money, the power, the status. And in that final moment, realizing none of it actually mattered. That thought should stop you cold. Because one day, it will be your reality. Welcome back to Momentum Soul, the channel dedicated to waking you up, pushing you forward, and reminding you what this life is truly about. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button right now, because we are just getting started. Here is the truth that most people are too afraid to face. We spend our entire lives grinding for success, chasing numbers in a bank account, and collecting titles that will mean absolutely nothing when our time is up. All of it, every bit of it, is an illusion. A game we convinced ourselves was real. Every single one of us is on a different journey. Different roads, different struggles, different victories. But here is the beautiful thing about this life we share on this earth. We all have the same opportunity to leave something behind that money cannot buy. Think about the last funeral you attended. Nobody stood up and talked about how much that person earned. Nobody mentioned their job title or their car or their house. They talked about who that person was, how they made people feel, how they loved, how they showed up, how they poured into others without asking for anything in return. That is what gets remembered. That is what lasts. Success is important. Do not let anyone tell you it is not. But success without impact is just an empty trophy collecting dust. What truly matters is knowing you did not walk this planet in vain. Knowing that because you existed, lives were changed. People were lifted. The world became even just a little bit better because you were here. The effect you have on other people is the most powerful currency you will ever hold in your hands. Everything you accumulate in this life will eventually rot and fall apart. The cars will rust. The money will be spent. The buildings will crumble. But what lives on forever is what you carried in your heart and what you poured into the hearts of others. Life is a mirror. And here is the hard part. Life does not give us what we want. Life gives us who we are. Every experience, every challenge, every season of pain, and every moment of joy is simply a reflection of what is happening inside of us. So here is the challenge I want to leave you with today. When you were born, you cried while the whole world rejoiced. They were celebrating your arrival. They were celebrating the possibility of who you could become. Now live your life in such a way that when you take your last breath, the world cries while you rejoice. Go out so fulfilled, so poured out, so deeply connected to your purpose that leaving feels like graduating. That is the goal. That is the mission. That is what Momentum Soul is all about. If this message hit you today, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment below and tell me, what kind of legacy are you building right now? And if you are not already part of this community, subscribe and come back because we drop content every week designed to push you toward the life you were created to live. This is Momentum Soul. Keep moving. Keep growing. And never forget that your life is someone else's miracle.